What's up, guys? I'm back for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my dysphoria, mainly because I am feeling it hard as shit right now. I've been dealing with it for a while. I'm saying it like it hasn't been like since birth. But yeah, I've been dealing with dysphoria for a minute, and I'm not very happy about it, not too proud of it. But that's why me transitioning is definitely a thing. And I think some of my dysphoria is also stemmed from the fact that I've never been comfortable with any part of womanhood. Like, whenever you reach a certain point of womanhood, like getting boobs or having your period, or like just getting like basically puberty for women, like I hated every piece of it. Like, even like my sister can attest to the fact that like I hated every part of womanhood. Like, when there's some of my friends or whatever who are cisgender females and like lesbians and everything like that, like they were waiting till they got their boobs, and it's like, oh my god, I got my period, blah blah blah, blah. Like, I'm just sitting over here like, why do you want this? Like, this is hell on wheels. Like, I don't understand the purpose of doing this. Like, this is crazy. Why the hell? And then, like, at that point in time, I was thoroughly religious, and I was like, Eve is a whole bitch out here for having us, like, feel like this and, go through all these things and whatnot. Like, and I was like, how is it that a white woman who claimed to be, like, the second half of man, like, do something so stupid for us to have to deal with the shit that we deal with, and then later on it's just like science was like, no, it had nothing to do with her. You're just a woman, and this is what women go through. Like, this is a thing. And I was like, okay, well, this thing is something that I don't like. Like, I already don't like the idea of being a woman in general, because like I've never wanted to. Like, when I was little, even though this is a horrible representation of males, like, I used to watch videos and whatnot. I used to look at people like Cisco or whatever and be like, I want to be able to dance like him and do things like him. Like, when I saw little Bow Wow's braids or whatever, that's how I wanted my hair braided, like the braids or whatever, and then like the plaits in the back. Like, I wanted that. Like, when it was time to go to the bathroom or whatever, I was trying to figure out why my dad had to go on one side and I had to go to the other side. Like, no, bro, I'm going with you. Like, we doing this as a unit. Like, and I had this little thing, and I never told anybody this, but you know what, it is what it is. I had this little thing or whatever when I was a kid, and I used to want to, like, it was like a elephant trunk or something like that you could like put on your nose or whatever the fuck, or whatever the case. And I used to want to like cut a part of it out and just use it. And I was like, you know what, maybe if I have this, I go in the bathroom, nobody will notice. Like, and yeah, everybody's gonna notice, because like I'm this little small high yellow baby and there's like a gray thing attached to me. I think people are gonna notice that. But regardless of the fact, like I said, like, every piece of womanhood I did not enjoy. Did not want any part of it. I didn't wish it on anyone, even though some women wished it on themselves. But that's because they like the skin that they're in. They love their bodies. They embrace their bodies. I tried embracing my body, and I realized the more I tried to embrace it, I felt like I was forcing myself to do something that I know I didn't want to do. And with that being said or whatever, like, last year, I come to that realization. I was like, you know what? As much as I want to be that person to like embrace everything that they have, I'm not that person. I'm outspoken, outgoing, and I love telling jokes. I love, being out, with people. But I do not like the way that I look when I go out. Like, I do not like how I am. And I realized that, and I was like, you know what? There's got to be a reason. It's like, I don't want to do this. And then at one point in time, I got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to be here anymore, because I'm tired of dealing with, the drama from a situationship, the drama from like family, the drama from friends, the drama from work. I'm tired of dealing with all this. I was like, you know what? Pump it. I'm done. So, not to get on to another subject, but it was the day before Mother's Day that was my last suicide attempt. And because I had took like a whole bunch of pills or whatever, I did the absolute most. And I finally came to. And once I came to or whatever, I felt like a whole nother person. And I woke up and I realized, I was like, yo, that little boy that had been stemming since I was a kid grew up with me. And I realized that the only way that I was going to truly be happy is to make sure that he gets to live his best life. He gets to live his best life. That means I get to live my best life. That little boy never died. Everybody was like, oh, well, you're just a tomboy and blah, 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 blah. It's a phase, you'll grow out of it. And I realized, like, no. Because if this was a phase and I was going to grow out of it, I would have been grown by now. Like, but the thing is, like, Buddy grew up with me and grew up to be better than I thought I would be. And I'm not going to deny my happiness. Because regardless of anything, at the end of the day, just like I would tell anybody else, and I got this from a guy that I watched on YouTube a lot named Kid Fury. Kid Fury always said, live your best black ass life. And I'm like, how can I sit here and tell people live their best black ass lives when I'm not even doing that for myself? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I talked to my sister or whatever, and my sister was like, I knew something was up with you. I knew it. It was bound to happen because you've been doing this, and this since you were little, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, so I just can't come out to you and you not know nothing? Like, you have to know everything? All right, cool, that's a bet. Like, thanks for ruining my moment. But regardless of the fact, she knew, she supports me, she loves me, just like her wife does. We'll talk about that later. And like, it's an amazing thing to have somebody that, you know, supports you. I talked to my boss about it. She was excited or whatever, and she was like, you know, like, I want to be here with you, you know, through your journey and everything like that. And I'm just like, I'm loving the fact that I talk to people and let them know what's going on with me, and I don't know what I did to deserve the support system that I have, but best believe I love every last one of y'all. Alright? Like, I really, really do. I could cry right now, but I know that I'm gonna have to go inside and get ready for work within the next 20 to 40 minutes. So I can't cry right now. But one thing I can say is, like, having a support system like that has made this transition a little bit easier now. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's easy to do because of the fact that once I went to the doctor to talk to them about, you know, getting treatment and everything like that. But I'm not even going to tell the whole story because the whole story always gets me mad. But the thing is, I went to the doctor, and basically she looked at my chart, sort of kind of talked to me, and then was basically like, well, I don't feel comfortable starting you on treatment. And she told me why. And it was basically because of the fact that, like, I have, you know, other mental situations going on or whatever, and I hadn't taken my medicine. And the reason why was because I was in between doctors trying to get information from one doctor to the next. I hadn't had my appointment for my doctor. No, I had one appointment for my doctor, but that was the only appointment that I had. And on top of that, I hadn't been able to get my medication because my medication came from a doctor that was at the hospital, and I don't go and see that doctor regularly, so I have to find a way to get all of my medicines all over again. And that has been taking so much time. Now, I got all my medicines squared away. I've been taking them daily. I've been, doing a lot of work, been at work or whatever, like working on projects and everything like that. Like, I've basically been on top of my game. And my only issue right now is I don't want to go back to this doctor for her to tell me not now. So I'm basically trying to find a way to get to where it is that I need to be without having to pay so much money. Because don't get me wrong, like, she seemed like she was, about it and for it and everything like that, and that's cool. But I work at a burger place, and I don't make tens of thousands of dollars every 2 weeks. So I can't pay you X amount of money or whatever and then turn around and be able to pay rent, put food in my mouth, put food in my kids' mouths, and, basically try to live my best black ass life. So with that being said or whatever, like, I'm trying to make strides to get to where I gotta go. I might be talking to different doctors and looking for, different ways and whatnot, and everything that's legal. I'm not doing no illegal shit now. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm low-key desperate to make it happen ASAP, but I'm not desperate enough to put my life in jeopardy to the point that I can't do what I need to do for me or my babies. So that's that. But like I said, like, it's been making this dysphoric situation a lot better, knowing that I at least have a decent support system, and knowing that just because it's, not happening right when I want it to happen doesn't mean it's not going to happen at all. At least that's the positive shit that I keep telling myself. So I don't do the absolute most. And the other thing I can say is I'm excited. I'm ready. Like, I'm thoroughly ready. But that's just my little spiel on how I've been feeling as far as, like, my dysphoria and everything like that. So if you're, trans, or, you feel uncomfortable or whatever, tell me how it is, that you make yourself feel better. Like, how do you get yourself out of your slums? How do you make strides to do better and feel better for yourself and the people around you? Like, I want to know. So hit my comment section or whatever. I want to know what y'all think. And I will holler at y'all in another video. And y'all stay black, stay happy, and live your best black ass life. Even if you're not black, live your best fucking life.